Today we are going to start with a new chapter, which is chapter 4 in your textbook. It is about nervous communication. You know that the human body consists of different systems, for example, the cardiovascular system, the digestive system, and so on. Another system is the nervous system that you are going to see in this chapter, and we are going to look at the next slide showing two different cases of nervous system malfunctioning that will help us know the role of this system in our body. So to draw out the role of the nervous system, we are going to look at these two cases. The first case is the numbness, which refers to the partial or complete loss of sensation, and numbness can be a symptom of nervous system dysfunctioning. People suffering from numbness may be unable to feel touch, pain, temperature, or vibration, and they might even not know where their body parts are, and as a result they will have problem with balance, coordination, walking, and they will most probably fall if they try to walk. And the second case is the tetanus, which is caused by a bacterium which could be found in the soil. This bacterium produces a toxin which affects the nervous system, resulting in its malfunctioning. And as a consequence, the patient will suffer from abnormal body functions, which is characterized by uncontrolled contraction of the skeletal body muscles, and then it will cause paralysis of the respiratory muscles, disturbance of heart function, and will lead to death if not treated properly. So what I want you to do is to pause the video and to highlight the main ideas that you have to focus on in order to help you draw out the role of the nervous system, and then I will show you the answers later on. So you can see that loss of sensation, inability to feel, problems with balance and coordination, as well as abnormal body functioning are the main consequences of nervous system malfunctioning. Based on these facts, you will be able to know the importance of the nervous system. We can conclude that the nervous system allows us to interpret different sensations. It ensures coordination between different body organs and is responsible for body balance. It also controls our body functions, including muscle contraction, respiration, and so on. Now, to better understand the functioning of the nervous system, I'm going to introduce certain terms. You know that all of us have different reactions in response to different stimulations, and we mean by stimulation any variation or change in the external or internal environment, meaning inside the body or outside the body. So for example, you seek shadow of a tree in a burning sun. Now, by looking at this case, we are going to identify certain terms by answering the following questions in the next slide. We are going to see what is the stimulus, the receptor organ or sensory organ, the nerve center, what do we mean by sensation, the effector organ, as well as the response or reaction. So the first question, what stimulated your skin? What received this stimulation? What analyzed and interpreted this sensation? What was your physical feeling upon standing in the sun? What resulted or what caused the movement of your body? What do you call this change in position in response to the sensation that you have felt? So pause the video, think about these questions, and then we are going to answer them in the next slide. Now, to answer the questions, What stimulated your skin? It was the heat of the sun. So this is the stimulus or stimulation. What received this stimulation? It was your skin that detected or received this stimulation, so we consider it as the receptor organ. What analyzed and interpreted this sensation, allowing us to understand what is going on, how we feel, and what we should do? It is the brain, so we consider it the nerve center, which is responsible for controlling our body reactions. What was your physical feeling upon standing in the sun? It was heat sensation. What resulted in the effect of moving your body, or what caused the movement of your body? It was the contraction of the body muscles, so we consider these muscles as the effector organs. What do you call this change in position? It is the reaction or response to this stimulus. So as a summary, the heat of the sun, which is the stimulus, is detected by your skin, which is the receptor or sensory organ, resulting in heat sensation, which causes you to go as a response using your body muscles, which are the effector organs, under the tree to seek for shadow. So these are the different terms. You can pause the video and then read them attentively. Another case, a mouse sees a cat, it runs away. We are going to fill in a functional concept map that shows the transmission of the nerve message in this case. When we say a concept map, it means a summary of a certain concept, and it is represented using different arrows and squares. In this case, I'm going to put the different organs involved in the square, and all the other elements I will write them as you can see in here. So you have the stimulus, which is detected. I have used this shape of an arrow representing the detection of this stimulus by the receptor organ. The receptor organ will then communicate with the nerve center by a sensory nerve message that would be transmitted from the receptor organ to the nerve center to be integrated. And based on this integration, the nerve center would issue a motor nerve message, which is an order transmitted from the nerve center to the effector organ that would change its behavior. It would do a certain function leading to a response. So of course at the end I need to write a title, and I will write a legend to represent the different arrows and what they mean. After that, we are going to draw out the direction of the sensory nerve message and the direction of the motor nerve message. Pause the video, draw this concept map, and try to fill in the blanks. As you can see, the view of the cat was the stimulus, which was detected by the eyes of the mouse, which is the receptor organ. As a result, a sensory nerve message was transmitted to the nerve center to be integrated, and then the nerve center transmitted a motor nerve message to the body muscles of the mouse, which are the effector organs, leading to a flight reaction or running away. Of course, the concept map should have a title, and we should use different arrows that represent different words, so that we will be able to read this functional concept map as a paragraph. So you have to write a legend. And by looking at this functional map, we will know the direction of the sensory nerve message, which is always from the receptor organ or the sensory organ towards the nerve center, while the motor nerve message, it is always from the nerve center towards the effector organ. Now another application I want you to do, it is my dog runs to me every time I call out for it. I want you to draw a concept map showing the nervous pathway. Pause the video, draw the concept map as a whole, do not forget the title and the legend, and then I'm going to correct it in the next slide. So as you can see, my voice stimulated the dog, so it was detected by the ears of the dog, which are considered the receptor organs. Then a sensory nerve message is transmitted from the sensory organ to the nerve center. After that, a motor nerve message was issued from the nerve center to the effector organs, which are the body muscles of the dog, resulting in a response which is running towards me. Of course, you have to write the title and the legend. As a summary, you always have a stimulus detected by the sensory organ. You have a sensory nerve message conducted from the sensory organ to the nerve center for integration, and you are going to see different types of nerve centers. It could be the brain, but it might be something else, to be integrated, and then a motor nerve message is issued and is conducted from the nerve center to the effector organ. Please note that the sensory nerve message has another name, which is afferent with an A, and the motor nerve message is also known as efferent. So I memorize them by knowing that efferent, it means going to the effector organ, and the afferent would be the other one. So this is also another summary, but in here I have more details. I'm giving you examples about sensory organs, which might be in humans: eye, ear, nose, tongue, and skin. Of course, in other organisms it might be different. It might be antenna, it might be tentacles, so depending on the organism we are working on. Also, the effector organs are not always the muscles. It might be glands, and these glands might be endocrine glands secreting hormones, or digestive glands secreting digestive juices. So you are going to see different cases in later sessions.